Hi everybody, welcome back once again, and in today's video I will explain you the concept of second degree price discrimination. In the earlier video I have explained you the concept of first degree price discrimination, also known as perfect price discrimination. In case of perfect price discrimination, each buyer is charged a different price for the same product based on their willingness to pay for the product. So in case of perfect price discrimination, no consumer surplus is left. In case of second degree price discrimination, the seller is able to charge different prices for different quantities bought by the buyers. So basically, those buyers who purchase more number of units of a product are charged lesser prices as compared to those who buy less number of units of the same product. So we find numerous examples of second degree price discrimination in our day-to-day life, like buy two get one free, or uh, 10% discount on purchase of a particular number of units. So I'm going to explain you the concept of second degree price discrimination with the help of a diagram. Here I have drawn the demand curve for the monopolist and marginal revenue curve. The slope of marginal revenue curve is twice the slope of average revenue curve. Here is our marginal cost curve, and this one is the average total cost. So basically, single price monopolist will maximize profit where marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal to each other. So this output level OQ is basically the profit maximizing level of output for this monopolist, and the price charged is P. As we know that profit is price minus average total cost multiplied by quantity. This I have explained in my earlier video, and the link for the same I have shared in the description. So we can say that this shaded portion, basically price minus average total cost multiplied by number of units, represents the economic profit for a single price monopolist. But what will happen if this monopolist firm starts practicing second degree price discrimination by charging different prices according to the difference in the number of units of the product which are purchased by different buyers? So if higher price is charged for less number of units and a lower price is charged for those consumers who buy more number of units, more quantity. So in this case, what will happen to the economic profit of the monopolist? As we know that this portion represents the economic profit, this shaded portion, as we have marked earlier in case of a single price monopolist. But now since this monopolist starts charging different prices, second degree price discrimination according to the different quantities of the product which are bought by different buyers. So in this case, his economic profit will increase by this portion by charging a price of P1, and if he charges another price P3 or basically P2, which is lower than this price P and P1, so in this case his profits, this is the cost for the monopolist in case he charges a price of P2, and we can see that this cost is slightly less than the price if the monopolist charges price P, so this cost is lesser than that. So his profits here will increase. Overall, the economic profit of the monopolist will increase by this portion also. So the overall profit of the monopolist will increase. So basically, it will include this portion A, will include this portion B, and basically this whole portion C. So the overall economic profit of this monopolist will increase if he starts practicing second degree price discrimination. But what will happen to the consumer surplus? So second degree price discrimination leads to an increase in economic profit for the monopolist, and we'll see what will happen to the consumer surplus. In case of single price monopolist, this whole triangle, this whole portion represents the consumer surplus in case of single price monopolist. But in case of second degree price discrimination, those consumers who are paying higher prices, they are left only with this portion as consumer surplus. Those who are paying a price of P, so they will be left with this portion as consumer surplus, and those who are paying slightly lower price as P2, they will be left with this portion as consumer surplus. So if a consumer is buying more number of units and he has to pay less price, so he will be left with more consumer surplus as compared to those consumers who are buying less number of units and therefore they are paying more price for the product, so they will be left with less consumer surplus, but overall economic profit for the firm in this case will increase.